Welcome back to LimQ Plus, everyone. On this channel, I'm 100%ing Breath of the Wild by a bit every single day until Tears of the Kingdom comes out, which is today in 103 days. I'm gonna be honest with you, I overslept today. And because I did, I had basically absolutely no time to come up with a topic to talk about today. Because I'm still planning to do like a 10-hour live stream today where I do an entire all quest speedrun, I basically had to start this recording right away without really having time to think about what I will be talking about. So instead, I'm probably just gonna have this be a Breath of the Wild video where I explain every single thing that I do for like 10 minutes as I speedrun along this route. In case if you missed it, I'm basically following the 100% route to get every single Korok in the game. And every single location to reach 100% on the map. We are currently on 56.16%. The problem is that when I started this playthrough, I basically just did Koroks out of order depending on how I felt like doing them. Now, this led to the moment that I am encountering now, where I have essentially already gotten these Koroks. I actually also vividly remember doing all of the banana Koroks before. Looks like this one, for example, I have not completed, because last time I didn't feel like it, but in the 100% speedrun route, this Korok would be up next. So that's what I'm doing now. From here, our next goal is going to be going to the other side of the canyon. There usually is a talus there that in speedruns like 100% you would have to kill to get the Kilton medal to killing all of the taluses. This is going to be the big reveal. Have I already gotten this one? Probably not, because the metal block is still out here. Only recently I've actually realized that if you complete Korok seeds, like the races. If you guys know what I mean with races, you stand on this little wooden platform and then you try to reach that Korok ring as quick as possible. When you actually do the Korok, the wooden platform disappears. I'm assuming that if you do these sort of Korok seeds, the metal block will also not be there anymore. So that was basically already a giveaway. Now from here on out, the route is gonna go into the Gerudo Canyon. Unfortunately, in this playthrough, I've never obtained the snow boots. And even though you may think the snow boots don't matter much, with wind bombs and stuff, they actually still kind of do. A lot of the Korok seeds around Gerudo Canyon are all about fixing little stone rings or picking up rocks, and despite wind bombs being really powerful, there is still enough sections where you end up actually just walking around. So it's actually still pretty important to have the snow boots if you want to go as fast as possible, even in sections like this. I don't have the snow boots. It's not going to be the end of the world. I'm still going to be able to get through this canyon just fine. 420 Korok seeds right there, it looks like. Well, that was a one of a kind. All things... yes. The classic. Thinking I have infinite fairies. Because that's what we do in speedruns. We basically duplicate fairies at the start of the run and can then essentially no longer die. I'm so used to it at this point that every time I go in this file where I don't have infinite fairies and I just have a bunch of food, I end up dying. Now, technically, this was actually ideal because I ended up getting a little bit of a hard refill. And I'll be able to do 2 more wind bombs before having to refill my health. Now next up we have to go over here. There's going to be one of those rock ring Koroks that I already talked about. In those in particular, snow boots matter because you still have to bring the rock from one location to another. This time I will not fall for not having enough health. Lots of wildlife going on here right now. It looks like, what the hell? These wolves were literally merged. Speaking of merged, this is actually something I do want to talk about. I talked about this recently in one of my live streams. So I might as well just pitch this idea to you here on the LimQ Plus channel to get a bit of an early look. I don't have any concrete plans to make merge right now. For me, merge... it was always very important that it's something that's not just a, here is the letter lim, the words LimCube, and I'm gonna print this on like a shirt and like a mug and maybe, I don't know, something else, and call it a day. I always wanted my merch, if I ever made one, if I ever made any merch, to be really, really good. I know, really good is a stupid way to put it, sorry, I'm kind of busy doing this win, but I wanted it to be unique in a way that you would wear it anywhere. You would wear it to like a store, you wouldn't just wear it to like your typical gaming convention. it would be like a cool piece of clothing that you would want to wear either way. And also, I would probably only do a singular piece of clothing. A singular, not like there's only one shirt you can get, but like only one thing. Like not a shirt, hoodie, trousers, snapback, plus God knows what else. Mainly because I think that allows me to do something that's a little bit more unique, higher quality, and feels more special. And the piece that I was basically thinking about is, if you follow my Twitch, I have a bunch of Zelda emotes over there. You may have seen it in my main channel. I use those like on my live stream, overlay, etc. Those also exist in like a goth version, where it's essentially Zelda, but with like dark hair and red eyes. A little bit more of an edgy take on the short hair Zelda design. They're pretty popular. And I thought I wanted to basically use that as a baseline for my merch design. Now, the idea is to make a hoodie, because I personally really like hoodies. I think you can wear them inside, even in the summer. Technically, if you have an AC or something, you can wear them outside in the winter and the fall. I think they just work, you know. They're probably my favorite piece of clothing to wear. And the sort of hoodie that I wanted to make, also I forgot a Korok seed almost, there's actually one above me, is this. It would be a black hoodie. On the chest I would have a small version of the new Limcube logo that you haven't seen, because I haven't seen it. I recently just commissioned a new logo for Tears of the Kingdom as well, that is currently being made, so that would be part of the hoodie. And then additionally, I would have, I need to again focus on doing this one. I would have a Silent Princess motif, but instead of just normal Silent Princesses, they would be like also like an edgy dark version of it, and I would have them embroidered on the sleeves. And what I mean with edgy dark version is the flowers themselves might be, would be like a black flower. Maybe a little bit off gray, so it would still stand out on the hoodie. I don't know if I have a normal Silent Princess here. Basically, what's like blue here would be black, and the green part would have like thorns, you know? And then the entire drop is called Violent Princess. What do you think? And then I can make like an ad where like the gothic version of Zelda like shows off the hoodie. Okay. Looks like not everyone is a big weeb like me, and that's fair. Maybe you hate that idea, but I was still curious if some of you think it's a cool idea, because I would personally want to wear that, and that's what it's all about. Maybe that's something I'm going to be actually working on for real when we get closer to Tears of the Kingdom. That being said, I just needed something to talk about while getting these boring, and we're actually not even at the worst one, Gerudo Canyon Koroks. So I guess this wasn't just a commentated video. That being said, this Korok right here is one of the most tedious Korok seeds to get. Especially, this is actually a question that I have to you specifically, if you don't have anything to say about the hoodie. What were they cooking with this Korok seed? Like, did they actually think about the fact that you can recover your stamina with these like food items? Because even if you have a full 3 bars of stamina, right? That's still not enough to make this climb. Like, I have 2 full bars of stamina, and I just recovered my stamina how many times? Like 5 times? Like, I know that jumping uses up more stamina than normally climbing, like slowly climbing. But even with like the climbing gear and 3 bars, I don't think just simply climbing up would leave you with enough stamina to get this Korok seed. Maybe it would, and I'm wrong about this. But I was always really confused how developers actually intended us to get this Korok seed. Anyway, that being said, I'm gonna get 2 more Korok seeds here. I can't do too much progress. I've been saying this, like we're getting close to 60% now, and we still have over 100 days of gameplay left. Before Tears of the Kingdom is out. On a different note, next week is the beginning of February, so I am sure we will get our Nintendo Direct. Looks like it won't be happening in January anymore, because it's already January 28th and it's the weekend now, so they won't be announcing it. Unless it's somehow January like 30th. No, they would maybe announce it. Maybe they will announce it on January 30th, and it's gonna be like February 1st. And keep in mind, February is only 28 days long, so I'm pretty sure any day now, any day, we should get news about Tears of the Kingdom that we can cover in detail on this channel. We'll finally have something to talk about again. Because I've honestly been struggling after recording videos for this channel for around 115 days. I know there's not even 100 videos on the channel, but like I always say, I had already started putting out videos on this channel when we had 260 days left to Tears of the Kingdom. It's just that back then, the format was drastically different. I wasn't trying to like 100% the game. I was just basically randomly moving around the game, and that got boring pretty quickly. With this sort of format, I at least always have something to do as I play the game, so it just ended up working better. Now, because I don't want to start with this Korok seed tomorrow, I'm going to be doing it now. This is actually one of the worst Korok seeds in the entire game. There's a lot of them here in the Gerudo Canyon, so I would be glad if we actually be able to finish this one. So the way this one works, and I actually need to go quickly here, is you basically have to blow up a bomb, then wait for this rock here to fall down, stasis it, unstasis it like this, and then hope that the rock doesn't roll far away, which thankfully it didn't. Because if for some reason the rock started rolling far away, basically by using the arrows there, and it's still not over, but by using the arrows there, what we essentially did is we stopped the stasis momentum. Otherwise the rock would have went all the way down. But then because we used stasis, if the rock was still rolling after using arrows, we wouldn't have had any option to stop it, because our stasis would have been on cooldown. That being said, I'm very glad we got this. I'm still going to be getting this location here at the 8th heroine statue, which is a whatchamacallit, a location in the game. So we do end up here at 57%. That was more progress than I wanted to do. That being said, I'm glad that I still filled this video with some content and some stuff to talk about. Tomorrow I will be back 102 days until Tears of the Kingdom. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.